You know, I'm real glad that somehow the family got a hold of me and brought me back into the family in time to share this with all of you and all the work that we've been doing since we met. You know, but it's all this. This is written down. This is actually written down on the calendar system, on the calendar system, where we're living in right now today. I can come over there right now and point to you exactly where we're at this moment, at this minute, on this calendar system. This calendar system comes down to 18-minute pieces of time. So we have 18-minute pieces of time. We have 80 of them in one day. So in one day you have 80 pieces of time. So don't tell me you don't have enough time to do things. You know, I find that's too much time now. Yeah. So I spend my time worrying about what am I doing with so much time. You know, yeah. That's right. No, some of you can't because you work too much, but us who watch everybody else work, we watch you. But in other words, 80 pieces of time. And you go from those 80 pieces of time of 18 minutes apiece. You multiply it by 4, that's 72 minutes. 72-minute pieces of time in a day, there's 20 of them. So there's 20 72-minute pieces of time. And there are the 20 days on the calendar. So all this time we've been talking about 1320, the Mayan calendar, 1320. The key is 13 numbers by 20 days. So 13 times 20 equals 260. We talk about 260 days. That's equivalent to approximately the 9 months gestation period of a human being. And that's what we're talking about. So we're talking about the human calendar. So the 2013 is a human calendar. And yes, we're only numbers. That's right. That's all we are, is a number. You might think I'm making it up, but I'm number one. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're glad. Yeah, I'm number one. But they say, even if there's no number two, I'm number one. That's right. Yeah, we're all number one. You know? But you might be number 13. I kind of get the feeling. Only because number 13 is guided by a very powerful female essence. It's called Ilama Tikutni. It means the ancient one. That's not the part that fits you. Who guides us. There you go. So in other words, the numbers, they all have qualities and potentials from 1 to 13. And these are the images that are, I'm going to step over here a little bit without getting into too much trouble. There you go. You can turn your heads a little bit, not too much. There's 20 days in the calendar system. Every square is a day. There's 20 days. You begin right here where this point is at. The first day, the crocodile, the wind, house, the lizard, the serpent, the skull, the deer, the rabbit, the water, the dog, the monkey, the herb, the reed, the jaguar, the eagle, the condor, movement, the flint, the rain, and the flower. 20-day signs, and they just repeat. They never stop. They keep going and going and going. Today was the day of the serpent today. Our number is 11. You come back 11 days, 11, 12, no, back. Someone help me. 11, 10, 9, 8, 5. We're on the 13-day cycle of the eagle. So eagle's number 1, travels 13 days. We're in 11. It'll be 12 and then 13 masat, deer. Okay. So 13 deer, we're going to end this 13-day cycle. Then we begin again with 1 rabbit. We just go right into the next sign. So it'll be 1 rabbit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whenever the 13 comes with a flower, it's the end of the line. We finish a 260-day sacred count, which means the next day begins a new one. So right now, we only have 2 days. The 2 days we're going to be here. And then we're going to begin a 13-day cycle that will take us to the end of the line. When we get over here in this 13-day cycle, the next day is actually going to be the summer solstice. So this time around, the summer solstice begins on the beginning of a 260-day sacred count. That's pretty powerful. We're going to travel 20 days, sign. We're going to travel 20 days. We're going to go another 20 days. So in 39 days from the summer solstice, we're going to be on the day of the flower. And hopefully, if I get my passport back, I lost my passport. So if I'm able to get a passport by July 29, I'm going to be on the house, at the house of the flower, on the day of the flower. And the sun will be directly above my head on the zenith passage. So in other words, we leave in the Tropic of Cancer and on the summer solstice from Zacatecas, a place called Chalchihuites, Zacatecas. In fact, some of you know Viricuta, Zacatecas, the home of the medicines, that also runs right through the Tropic of Cancer. This is Zenith Passage, very important space. And some of you might have known that we were under attack, or we're still under attack there. They're totally tearing up the whole sacred site. This is the main, this is the heart of the continent, the medicines. The grandfather medicine is right there, the peyote. And they're tearing it up. It's actually the Majestic Silver Mine. Majestic Silver Mine. So if anybody works or does work with silver, you know, don't buy or don't pay into those that are tearing up, you know, the medicines. But we had a victory. We had a victory recently. But it's just a big one, a big fight that we have. But interesting, we started Zacatecas, and you can walk 20 days, another 20 days, and we end up on that day of the flower. 5 days before that, on July the 25th, we'll be in Teotihuacan, in the Pyramid of the Sun, because the sun will be right directly above our heads, and we're going to walk with the sun. The next day, we're in Mexico City, Mexico Tenochtitlan. In fact, it is the founding of Mexico City. And it's only been a few years, 7 years, since they decided to admit that July 26th is the founding of Mexico City, the Zenith Passage. The next day we'll be in Malinalco, a place called Malinalco. That's July 27th, and write this down. That's my birthday. And so we'll be there. You're welcome to come. We're going to have a big party in Malinalco. We got good fish there. Marina Siwa, she's not here right now, but she was there. There she is. All of a sudden she appears in my parties. She likes to travel down there. Yeah, I'm glad to see you, Marina Siwa. Malinal, medicine, woman's medicine, Tlazocamati. Then the next day, we're going to be in a place called Centelpan. Centelpan, you know. We've been going to another place called Tepoztlan, but that was not the place. And we had so much trouble getting there, getting up there, so much trouble. Year after year, we just couldn't make it up, right? Remember how many times we went up there? But then we found that I actually had to take a drum up there. I had to finally take a drum up that mountain. And then I found out that that was not the place, you know. But at least, you know, we found a place called Centelpan. But finally, on July 29, we'll be in Xochicalco, the House of the Flower, in Morelos, the state of Morelos. And in this place, in the pyramid, there's a hole up on top in the chimney, and the sun comes directly inside it. And you can stand right there, and the sun directly on top of you. And something happens. Something happened, Cosca? That's my son, Cosca Quality, right there. And here we go. We were in there last year. We were able to get inside there again last year. And but these sacred places that are being closed down to us, okay? So we're not taking care of business. We're not. We act like we are, we think we are, and we want to, but we're not taking care of business. Because we've all been after our own self. We've all been after, what do I have? What do I show? What do I got? And don't give me no trouble, and we're going to respect each other, but don't call me don't call me a joker, and I won't call you a liar, you know? And we call that respect. We respect each other now, you know? And I think you're both criminals working together. No, we're not taking care of the right stuff. What is the right stuff? The codices, those are real. The pyramids, those are real. The sacred sites, those are real, and we have no access to them no more. We have no access to our codices. We have no access to our sacred pieces. But we're all playing the game, like we're all, you know, playing a cultural game, you know. So we really need to get serious, you know. And one thing very serious about this work here is that the earth, the wind, the fire, and the water, the four elements of life. The earth, the wind, the fire, and the water. It's that simple. And it shouldn't have to go further than that. The gentleman sitting here in the center, after hundreds of years calling him the sun god, well, we find that it's not even the sun at all. It's actually the guide of the earth.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, call Alan at 818-661-7437 or go to starknowledgeconference.com.